Hello and welcome to Golf FM. This is another bag review. It's a horrible rainy Scottish October day out there today, and I have got a bit of time on my hands, and I've got the Cobra waterproof bag that I did this year. I've got 3 of them. I won't lie, I've got 3 of them. So in theory, I should be trying to sell them. I should be trying to say that they're really good, but that's not the way it works with me. I'll give you my honest review of them, and if it's bad, then hopefully nobody sees the video. To me, this is a basic waterproof bag. It's inherently lightweight because of the material that they use for waterproof bags is inherently light. And it has, to me, some of the drawbacks that you get from a waterproof bag, but also I suppose the plus is it's very light. So basically, let's start at the top. You've got a 14-way divider at the top. Has it got 14 ways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And in the way of dividers, we have a divider going that way, divider going that way, and a divider going that way, but they don't go, they don't go this way. So that's all right, that's standard. I would say the top of this, hang on, don't need this pointy thing. The top of this material is unfortunately not built to last. It'll do, and if you're someone that doesn't play that much, well, why are you getting a waterproof bag in the first place? But yeah, see, that's the problem, is that this is probably going to get used by somebody who does play quite a lot, because if you buy a waterproof bag, you tend to be playing quite a lot of golf, because you're not just looking at the weather and thinking, well, you can forget that, I'm not playing today because it's a horrible day. You're thinking, well, I've entered this competition now, I better actually play in it. All my clubs are going to get soaked. Oh no, they won't, because I bought a waterproof bag, remember? Well, so that means that this material up here does actually matter if it's hard wearing or not, because you're potentially going to be using it quite a lot. And unfortunately, this material is not that hard wearing. It's okay, it's not bad, it'll last a good few years, and I don't know whether anything else would break before that wears out, but there are other materials on the market that are a bit more hard wearing than that. It's okay, it's bog standard. You get that on the likes of, you know, the top of that tailor-made bag is the same. The top of this Callaway one is very similar. That bag there's a little bit more hard wearing, that tailor-made. Again, there's a Power Caddy one, little bit more hard wearing feeling, but similar, not too far off. What you sometimes get is a top like that and it's kind of rubberized. Now that's not going to wear away at all. That's an audio bag. This is not a waterproof bag as it happens, but you do get that on waterproof bags as well. So that, you know, ultimately there are bags out there that will last a little bit longer. So potentially that's a drawback, that it's not going to last and last and last and last, but it'll last as long as most of the modern bags do, because most of them use this sort of material at the top anyway. It's soft, it doesn't damage your club, so that's the good thing. It's not going to be able to be passed down to other family members like grandchildren and stuff like that. It's not going to become a family heirloom. That's not happening. So at the top again, we've got a pass-through loop space to go on a cart or a trolley, and that looks perfectly usable. There's quite a lot of space to get in there. It doesn't feel like my hand's going in and never coming out again, which some of them do, or cut off the blood supply to your hand as you're trying to do it. That actually feels fine. Then there's a pen holder here, which I've got a pen in my pocket, actually prepared in some way for this. Now, I just wanted to show you, this is a small Sharpie, right? But I sometimes wonder why they bother going to the hassle of building that in. And it obviously costs money to do that, but they think, no, we'll put a pen thing because that's essential, right? It's not essential. In fact, that, even with that flicked on the edge, was actually quite difficult to get out. And if I put it fully in without a thing, then I can't actually get it out. And I'm now going to have to sell this bag with a Sharpie in it because I can't physically get it out. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, so you've got it out. Just as well you weren't timing that because it wasn't quick. So unnecessary, but you don't have to use it. So it's not like a deal breaker. You don't have to use it. Top pocket zips. What does it feel like? Decent. By the way, this is 2.26 kilograms in weight, 5 pounds in weight in American money. And that feels extremely light. That is extremely light in layman's terms. So this top pocket, as I was saying, a little bit tight on the entry. Not too bad, but yeah, just a little bit tight. A good pocket, tiny bit tight. This feels like a classic waterproof bag zip, where you feel like if you're going to be ham-fisted at all or clumsy with this, you're going to rip it. You're going to have to watch what you do with this. It does move reasonably well, but you don't want to be trying to do that in a rage or when you're absolutely flying and trying to do it as quick as you can. You're going to have to be careful. So decent pocket, but standard zip. Next pocket down here, a little bit on the tight side again. Again, you don't have to have incredibly dainty hands to get in and out of that, but it would help. If you've got big meat cleaver hands, then, you know, that's almost a little bit of a tight space in there. Zip works okay again. Not insulated. This one, again, this is your main ball pocket. And again, entry is a little bit tight on that. It's fine, but it's a little bit on the tight side. It's a fairly deep pocket, but importantly, as I said about this other one, not insulated. So if you came here wanting to know if this bag was going to accommodate a roast chicken and keep it warm, i.e. insulated throughout the front 9 minimum, then this is not the bag for you. And if you've seen any of my other reviews, there are plenty of bags out there in the market that are going to take a roast chicken, okay, and vegetables, and keep them warm. The entry's the problem, so the roast chicken wouldn't start to go in very easily, but even then, I don't think there's enough space in that. It is admittedly a smaller waterproof bag, and do you know what? Some people will be out there thinking, do you know what, Fraser, that is exactly what I need. I need a smaller waterproof bag. I don't want one of these massive big ones, all bells and whistles, and added weight and added different things. I just want a basic, lightweight, fairly neat and tidy, straight away bag. And do you know what? That's your number. If you want that, that's your number. Now, at the side, we've got a Lucozade, Gatorade type pocket. I don't know why I didn't just say drinks holder, because it is a drinks holder. And that's got a little mesh bit again, so it's not going to fill up with water as it rains. It's going to drip out the side. Main pockets for clothing. I just want to check something. So I've got a sort of padded winter jacket that I'm going to need sort of every day from now on for the next 6 months. I put this in here. It goes in fine. Do you know what I thought when I initially saw this? That this opening's quite neat. You know, quite often the zip will go way up to the top here, and it doesn't on this one. But that actually was no hassle at all, in and out. Okay, so that actually does work. I thought that was a bit of a drawback. It feels a little bit tight on the entry there. You know, my opinions on the better waterproof bags have a little bit more give, and the slightly cheaper ones that are not maybe going to last as long and might develop faults tend to be the whole package is a bit tighter. Everything's tightly made, and so if you're very hard on it, then it can rip. It's fine if you're under warranty, but you know, year and a half in and you've ripped the pocket, then you're looking for a new bag. So that one feels a little bit tight on entry, but actually a lot of space in there, useful space. I don't think there's anything fancy inside here, no. I think there's a little clip there on that side for keys, which I never use for anything. The hood is in there. There's always a hood. Don't ever panic about there not being a hood. Don't even need to ask the person in the shop, I would suggest. There's always a hood. And sometimes it'll be the same material as this, and it'll look like the inside of the bag, but it is still there. So don't ever think it isn't. In 27 years or 28 years of selling golf bags, I don't think I've ever sold a bag that didn't come with a hood, or somehow the hood had been stolen while it was in the shop, or hadn't been supplied with one. It doesn't happen. I'm not saying it has never happened in the history of the world, but it's not a common thing. So that hood is, I'll get it down here. It's better doing it maybe not with it miles up in the air. Yeah, that actually looks fine. Don't put the hood on when it's miles up in the air. Do it at ground level, that'd be my advice. So a popper system. Do you know what? I'm pleased to see a popper system for once. You know what? It's almost like these are going out of fashion or something. Everything gets looped round with Velcro under plastic sort of handles that then actually, there's an argument to say that water can go in. Well, this doesn't. This is just a popper system and no water's getting in there. So 10 out of 10 for the hood. There you go, Cobra. Got a 10 out of 10. You didn't see that coming, did you? Right, so where were we? So we've done the main pocket. So the only pockets left, really, are these ones. This side one, that's a furry valuables pocket, and that is perfectly good, quite deep. Easy to get in and out of, and it's exactly the same on the other side. Spared no expense, both furry sort of feel inside. Little bag clip thing there for various bits and pieces. There's an umbrella chute down here that goes in there, and it does work. I tested it out earlier on. It's not, right, I'll show you. Right, God, you're demanding. Right, okay, so yeah, umbrella. It's a little bit tight, but it does go in. A little bit of rage trying to get that bit to go in the bottom, but it does go just there. That wasn't the easiest to get in there, but again, it's not a major issue. It does actually go in. Price-wise, it's £219. That'll vary, obviously, but that's about right. So it's on the cheaper side of the waterproof bags that you see. So, you know, likes of that Power Caddy one, £249. Dry Series Motor Caddy one, I don't know if you even get these in the US or outside the UK. £239, 20 quid more. What's this? Callaway one, £199. It's around about the right sort of price. It's not one of the dearer ones, but it's not a giveaway price. That's one-handed in the air trying to do zip and it's getting stuck. Now the better zips, I'd be able to do that. Now, admittedly, that's going to be on the ground. Put it here. And you're going to be doing, you know, that. Okay, it won't be at this perfect height, but you'll be doing that at a better level. So it does work perfectly well. Grab handles at the top for getting in and out of the car, and a little bit there to grab onto as well, so that does work. Anything else I've missed? No, other than strap at the back, so it fits neatly in here. You can carry these, but they're not very well balanced when you do that. It's for a trolley or a cart. So in summary, what would I say? Well, I'll tell you, looks wise, I think it looks really good. I mean, there's another couple of colours there. A navy one. I think they look quite good, and as I would describe them as a smaller, lighter, compact waterproof bag. So it's not, it doesn't feel huge. It's good if you've got a small locker or you've got a smaller car, whatever it is you're doing. It's quite neat and tidy, slim, but also got a lot of space. So it does have a lot going for it. I was a little bit frightened when I was starting this review that I was going to say it was rubbish. I don't think it is rubbish. I think it's probably a solid sort of 7.5 out of 10 bag, which is good. And if you like the looks of it and you've got Cobra stuff and you want a waterproof bag, then it's a good option. It is a good option. So is there anything else I need to say? Probably not. I feel like I've exhausted every slight thing to do with this bag, but inevitably there may well still be some questions. So don't be frightened to put those in the comments and I will endeavour to find out for you. And I think that will do me. So thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.